Swindles is ready to hit some buttons. It's difficult on that bristleback guy.
Well, I did go for the
your
Chrono
finger
Blitz,
gets sore.
She apparently decided to blink into the Chrono, now gets finished off on the Reaper's side. Limp turns it back around, now Yoku tries to get in here, but he's only in third mana. Limp turns back, oh, he is dead. Supernova down, and with Nazi top of them, Necro not ultimate as well. The Kenzie jumps himself back, Kenzie jumping low for the death. No! He stays alive through it all, somehow with his ultimate up. That empowered Ursa lives through the Supernova and the Death Ward, and Complexity, not the best fight for them, and it all started with a massive cock-up by G, blinking into the Chrono, and not allowing them to get that first initial kill.
Yeah, honestly, I hadn't even really considering the mech for the bristleback, but I'm pretty much the standard these days is you always want that standard double heal.
They can consider the Chrono down onto him, but it's only a solo bristleback. They'll go for the big Chrono instead onto Limp, their Sunray. And it is launched out onto Swindles, but the relocate save brings Limp back to Supernova's drop. Jesse jumps straight into it, clears it up, no problem. And Jesse, he's got his ultimate turn around and sort of wave, not gonna do a damn thing. Swindles still alive, but they haven't gone through. The bristleback tanks through it all, and VP, they have lost two, and they don't get a single hero
Limp's
return.
here with ulti.
Now, you come back in with Limp, you're right, the next throw, Reaper side is up. G might be in a little bit of trouble, but the Chakram slows them down and stops the aggression coming through. So Complexity having a few difficulties. The action tool coming up until there we go. Jesse and Limp pair up, tag team, take him down. VP know this, but no Sonic Wave, no Supernova. Going to come down to Timber Saw and how much damage he can actually pump out. Hanskin is
That's a
from the
big
game.
first pick, honestly.
Roche shot and he's picked up Stone Chessie with the Aegis as Death Ward is dropped onto Limp. And the Time Dilation can't heal himself up, but Swindles and Chessie in the meantime with the help of Seafreak's Chen actually clearing up a number here of VP heroes. Now, Swindles, damage output's good, but he's slowed down and burnt back by Yoku's Timbersaw. The chase is still on though. Chessie blinks forward. There we go, with the clap as well, slows him down. The Furious wipes. Yoku barely surviving. He's got 10 charges up on his bloodstone. He's gonna have the suicide, but he doesn't. He actually gives away the kill over to the Ursa. Well, Faithless Void hop, skip, and a jump back into the trees, but TP's on cooldown for 7 seconds.
I mean, they have to wait till it's perfect.
I mean, they've burnt through a lot of his mana, but Guardian Greaves doesn't cost any, so he can still pop them if he's feeling like he needs to. And with the relocate in, the Chrono is pretty decent onto Hanskin alone. Limp being burnt through by the Death Ward as well. Swindles tries to battle through this one of Reaper's side onto no fear. The Witch Doctor's dead, but Yoku keeps it going through with another tracker up in a couple of seconds. He's going to try and burn through Limp. They get that one with the Sunray down as well. G is still alive, and Complexity might have overextended here a little bit. Chessie responds to the Aegis, jumps back into the DPS, and Yoku 1, 2, 3. Chessie finds the swipe, but now he's all good up. Silence, and under the full brunt of damage from Virtus.pro, Z-Freak left to his own devices, and Complexity, they TP in, they react, but in the end, reacting, you're always on the back foot, and Virtus.pro win a team fight here, and what a big one in that.
Spotting them at the tower now. But you gotta find these supports in the trees, and everyone does this.
BKB out from Jesse. Amanda Star from Kezu will try and distract the bear. Throw bits of food around, but there's the little soul from Limp coming out onto himself with a blink forward to the Chrono as well. Yoku's caught in it, but the Supernova is perfectly placed on top of them. Limp is burning through, but he's not dead just yet. Finally, with a Sonic Wave will clear up again, and Hanskin drops as well as Virtus.pro. They've killed off two bigger healers as well, while Swindles, the Sunray is tickling him, but it is bringing him down slowly but surely in Virtus.pro. They've killed off 3 now, and Complexity, have they run out of gas? Swindles is getting chased and bashed and killed. And the only one left is the teddy bear. Ursa picks up the gem.
Looks like he'll get away. Oh, that's a nice little thing up for himself.
The pings are coming out from VP. They knew about this and jump in through their own jungle. Kezu, he's trying to aim up this Chronosphere, but he's only going to catch his own teammates and goes for it now. He's jumping forward, and there's the Supernova. Chrono still not used. Limp relocated back a little bit. Sonic Wave was completely gripped by Hanskin. Takes one back. Now look at the Reaper side. Chessie, he's held in place, but not for long as the Chakram clears through the Wisp, but the Reaper side kills off the Timber. Finally, a great Chrono down from Kezu. Limp is gone. Done for in this battle, and Z-Freak's backed up and burned through as well. That diffuser plate does so much damage. But Kezu, can you escape? Up onto the high ground he goes, tries to get out, but he doesn't have mana for a TP. Oh, the things that can ruin your life. But he jumps and jukes and jives, but not for long enough. Jesse, diffuser blade of his own. Kezu turns the fight, bashes him a couple of times, but the Ursa with a triple kill.
The blink could have just done so much more work.
Oh my god. Okay, they nearly had that. Yoku is still going to die. But they very, very nearly had that Reaper scythe down onto his head, as well as Swindles, pushed back by the Sunray, but Limp is there.
She's doing his thing and Chessie's in the face.
Up. Oh, no fear. brought down as tier 3 being ripped apart. G doesn't get the tower down at bottom lane. Time relation is done now, and the BKBs have given up. Complexity, pack up and get out. This is not where they want to be anymore. Just retreat, reset.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Maybe try and
attack.
jump in again. Kezu is here. They've got Abyssal Blade over on Swindles. Don't have the Basher or Abyssal on Chessie just yet though, so that instant point of initiation is not available for them. Kezu though, with a mistimed jump potentially there. But Chessie, damage output is great onto him. Aegis pop. Does this set up anything for Complexity, or does it set up nicer for VP? Because Kezu, confused to play down. Chessie forced to pop the ulti, forced staff back as well with Supernova now with a Chrono down to 3. The Black he got gonna heal the Sonic Wave. G clears through 3. This is beautiful from VP. Complexity completely caught with their pants down.
Buyback, at least it was by Yoku, but
We have a bird's eye
Windows
view.
can't go down here.
We have a bird's eye view. We have hindsight. The buyback from Ursa comes through. Swindle's being dived into tier 3 though is Chessie. He buys back in BKBs, but he's backed up and now he's actually being taken down. That's a dieback on the Ursa. 95 seconds without him. Swindle's dived again on tier 3s. Now to tier 4s with the Wisp coming into heal with the tether back on Swindles. He's going to keep himself alive with that chakra running through him. Now with the run, that is all they need. And he can run through, but Yoku has no mana left. Swindle's kept alive and now sent back into base with a couple game on him as well. Hanskin trying to sprint out, but VP, oh, that's a statement of intent there if I've ever seen one.
Oh, the racks go down. Swindle's a little bit too late to the party here. Hey, Kezu, I mean, low on mana. Nice Abyssal Blade on G.
Yeah, don't kill him though.
So
Oh, lip. There's Kezu. Next row. Reaper swipe down, and G's gonna drop as well with a final swipe out. Complexity. It's a do or die moment. Yoku will TP himself away, and there's nothing to stop him. No, though. He's got enough heal behind him with the chakram thrown out though. Taking this tier 3 is difficult stuff.
Radiant structures are full.
And I don't think it's worth your buyback, honestly. I would be okay with just a tower dropping here. They can get melees without Chrono, actually. You run the risk of buying back and then a Necro faces void, no BKB.
Abyssal onto the Phoenix. They killed him off. Reaper sight is there, but the buyback comes through from Phoenix. Looking to defend these racks, see if they possibly can on a Chrono onto Chessie.
Nice juke.
This Ursa Warrior, Sonic Wave is onto him as well. The BKB doesn't save you. VP, they buy back a couple and defend their high ground, defend their racks, and now they're pushing in, looking for the mid. No Ursa. No Ursa. Chessie's got so much damage. Butterfly, Swindles, all back into base you go. I dropped a Lotus Orb onto him, but this means Limp is silenced up. He can't Death Pulse. He can't keep healing through. The Reaper Snipe and cool down for 20 seconds again as well. Bot takes out the tower, but Swindles shredded with a chakram. And forced to buy back at this point. TP's forward aggressively to defend his barracks, but this might be game over for Complexity here. As Virtus.pro, they are healing through themselves. You've got a healing draft, you've got a healing lineup. Well, you know what? We've got Sunray, we've got Voodoo Restoration, we've got as many heals as you do. So we have itemized for the late game Kezu, though this might be the end of him. Reaper Slice, yep, dunks him into the ground. And Void is dead for 120 seconds. Complexity, of course, not out of it just yet as Limp continues to chase onto No Fear and Yoku. Necro. No stun. In the meantime, Complexity, they are taking these mid racks with Void down.
Will they make the same mistake as Fnatic?
No, Chrono.
Oh, the Sonic Wave!
Oh, Z-Freak, are you dead? Do you pop? 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 Oh, he does. Now with no Chen, Queen of Pain, no Sonic Wave. Jump forward here from Chessie, but no target available to cast. Causing so many issues. Yoku deep into the trees, looking for that dive back out, but there's the Timber Chain into Reaper's side. They've got him. He's dead for 90 seconds. Complexity. Oh, are you actually going to be able to
Have
do
they
this?
done
And
it?
except the Death Ward doesn't actually do anything to them because they're just healing up through it. They're tickling down from No Fear. And now, Locust Orb onto Swindles. A buyback from the Wisp
Oh,
comes
let's get
into
back
the
the
fray
bottle.
again. The Supernova is forced and popped, but they're not focusing it down. They want these buildings. Supernova wasted.
Did they leave? Oh, let's get
They keep
anyone
on
with
going. They have to keep on going while this Void is down. It's perfect prime time here for them. But Chessie dropping low, runs straight into No Fear, but he's dead. He's actually burnt through one Swindles. Abyssal, 1 second time with the Lotus Orb back on him. G is stunned up, but Swindles doesn't have the damage. He runs into the Phoenix again, but Swindles is gone. No, he's not. Let's keep him alive. Oh, the Necro comes through and heals his mate, but now the TPs
They're
are out.
so dead.
Virtus.pro, Chrono onto Limp, solo kill for the Void and Swindles. Oh, Maledict, the Pulse is chasing him. The heal should come through onto him.
Limp was the one here with buyback. Has he actually made a juke here?
Swindles is alive. What's he dropped? He's dropped his AC.
I like this, but if they do have those wards inside
Jump
the
in.
base,
There we go onto G. The corner lands down, but G.
That's
Ryder
GG.
stands and turns and fights through with Swindles and Jesse caught in this one. The Aghanim Scepter Death Ward burns through them all and bounces between them. The retreat from Complexity is in full force, while on the back end, Limp will get himself back to the secret shop. And Twitch chat, I love you. Twitch chat, I love you. It's the aura. He was hiding the aura mop axe. He dropped it so the enemies didn't see where he was. We are idiots.
Oh, I thought that got removed so that it doesn't show up on your HUD if they're not visible. Or if you look at the HUD, you don't actually see the debuff, you see the subtraction on your armor. That's what it is. Anyway.
Well, throne is falling. The final battle continues. Jesse, Sonic Wave through, he's got his ultimate down, but the right clicks are just too much for him to handle. He'll look the blink back. Somehow Bristle gets the kill on that one, but here Ancient, it looks like it's done for. Complexity losing game number 2 here as Limp runs into the thick of things, but your Ancient is gone. And Virtus.pro take game number 2.
Well, I almost had it. I mean, draft, when you run in those lanes, but they kind of hit that stride. They tried to go for the push, but VP, they pushed him back. Beat on the Queen of Pain. Timbersaw certainly fallen off, but man, did Kizu ever pull his weight?